One of the most important aircraft in China's modern air force, the Y-20U aerial refueling tanker, sometimes spotted in striking black camouflage. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, JK Auto Review, share it with your friends, and subscribe. While fighters like the J-20 stealth jet often steal the spotlight, it is actually support aircraft like the Y-20U that make long-range air operations possible. Without tankers, even the most advanced fighter has limited range. The Y-20U is China's answer to this problem. Section 1. Background and need. For decades, China faced a major weakness: limited aerial refueling capacity. The old H-6U tanker, derived from a bomber, could only carry small amounts of fuel. China also imported a few Russian Il-78 Midas aircraft, but these were too few in number. As China's air force grew in size and ambition, deploying advanced fighters, bombers, and surveillance aircraft, it became clear that a modern, large-capacity tanker was essential. That's where the Y-20 Kunpeng transport aircraft comes in. Designed as China's first truly heavy airlifter, it became the perfect platform for adaptation into a modern tanker, giving birth to the Y-20U. Section 2. Design and appearance. At first glance, the Y-20U looks almost identical to the Y-20 transport. But there are key differences. 3 refueling pods are mounted, one under each wing and one under the rear fuselage. The aircraft uses the hose and drogue system, which is standard for Chinese fighters. Unlike cargo Y-20s, the Y-20U has modifications in its internal fuel tanks to carry huge amounts of aviation fuel. Many images have shown the Y-20U in a dark gray or black paint scheme, giving it a more menacing, modern look compared to the transport version. This black Y-20U has become an iconic sight in Chinese aviation circles. Its size is also impressive. Length: about 47 meters. Wingspan: 45 meters. Height: around 15 meters. These dimensions put it in the same category as the American KC-46 Pegasus or the Russian Il-78. Section 3. Engines and performance. Currently, most Y-20U aircraft are powered by Russian D-30KP2 turbofan engines. These engines are reliable but not the most efficient. That's why China is developing its own WS-20 high-bypass turbofan, which will give the aircraft higher thrust, better fuel efficiency, and greater range. In terms of performance, cruise speed: around 850 to 900 km per hour. Service ceiling: 30,000 to 40,000 feet. Maximum range: estimated at 7,800 km without refueling. Fuel offload capacity: more than 60 tons of fuel, enough to refuel multiple fighters in a single sortie. This means that a formation of J-20 stealth fighters or J-16 multirole jets can double their combat radius with tanker support. Section 4. Refueling capability. The Y-20U plays a vital role in extending the reach of Chinese air operations. It can refuel J-10C and J-16 fighters for long-range missions, J-20 stealth fighters, which are critical for first day of war operations, H-6 bombers, extending their strike range towards distant maritime targets, even large aircraft like KJ-500 AWACS for extended airborne early warning missions. By enabling aircraft to fly farther and stay airborne longer, the Y-20U gives China an edge in contested regions like the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait. Section 5. Strategic importance. Why is the Y-20U so important? Because air power projection depends on reach. The United States Air Force can project power globally because it has hundreds of KC-135 and KC-46 tankers. China, until recently, did not have that ability. With the Y-20U, China can conduct long-range fighter patrols over the Western Pacific, support strategic bomber missions that could target bases as far away as Guam, provide sustained air cover for naval task forces in the South China Sea. This means China is moving from a regional air force to one that has global reach. Section 6. Comparisons. Compared to the U.S. KC-46 Pegasus, the Y-20U is similar in size and capacity, though the American aircraft also uses a flying boom system which is faster for large aircraft refueling. Compared to Russia's Il-78, the Y-20U benefits from being newer, with modern avionics and potentially more efficient engines once the WS-20 is fully operational. In short, the Y-20U brings China closer to parity with the world's top air forces. Section 7. Future outlook. China is expected to build dozens of Y-20U tankers in the coming years. With each new aircraft, the PLAAF increases its ability to support fighters and bombers far from home bases. Future upgrades may include the WS-20 engine for better performance, more advanced refueling systems, potential integration with unmanned aerial vehicles for drone refueling. This ensures that the Y-20U will remain a cornerstone of China's air power for decades. Conclusion. The PLAAF Y-20U Black refueler is more than just a transport conversion, it's a strategic tool that extends China's reach across the Asia-Pacific and beyond. It may not be as glamorous as a stealth fighter, but without tankers like the Y-20U, no modern air force can operate effectively at long range. So what do you think? Is the Y-20U a real game changer, or is it just one step in China's path to becoming a global air power? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, JK Auto Review, share it with your friends, and subscribe more deep dive reviews into advanced military aircraft.